It's another Q&A with DJ Beatstreet, and today I have one member of the trio DJ production group Cash Cash.
What's going on?
What's going on, JP?
Chilling.
What's going on, man? How are you?
Good.
Awesome. Is this your first time playing in Philly?
No, but it's probably been a while. Probably like maybe 2 years.
2 years,
Yeah,
wow.
something like that.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
Real quick, for those who don't know, who are the other two members of the group in Cash Cash?
My younger brother Alex.
Okay.
And best friend Sam.
Best friend Sam.
Yeah, I've known him since like 3rd grade. We've been at it. Just
Oh wow.
causing trouble.
Causing trouble and making tunes.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to say congratulations on the Take Me Home record. It was
Thanks, dude.
massive record. I was playing it here in my mix show in Philly, and it went over really well. I mean, Twitter was just like, wow, I can't believe they're playing Cash Cash on the radio in Philadelphia.
That's awesome.
So, that's a great feeling. But there's a new song out
Yes.
that's in my mix show,
Hell yeah.
Lightning, with Johnny Rzeznik.
Yep.
Tell us more about it.
I mean, working with him was just insane. We grew up huge Goo Goo Dolls fans, so like getting in the room with him was just like, whoa. Just like iconic voice and iconic writer. But it was great. I mean, we sat down. We were like, dude, we're huge fans of your band, man. And he's like, you know what, guys? He's like, I'm a huge fan of what you guys do, so let's just make a slam. And we were and then it was just like no egos, nothing. It was just he came into the room just like open arms,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we hit it out of the park real good. It took a few days. We did some in LA, and then he flew to Jersey, wrapped it up, and I'd say like 3 days it was done.
Wow,
Yeah.
3 days. That's pretty cool. And that's interesting is to hear that, he was really interested in and likes what you guys are doing, like to see somebody from the alternative rock world. Because, I mean, growing up and listening to him in 90s alternative is just like, wow.
Yeah.
How, some people might feel weird coming into the EDM scene. Like how do you see the movement like progressing, bringing artists like that in and being...
I think that keeps it fresh,
Mm-hmm.
There's just like, there's so many different genres out there that you could fuse and you could do cool stuff with, like, what Avicii did was amazing, and just the way, like, even Calvin Harris's stuff, the way it sounds, like especially that new song, like with him singing on it, it's different, it's not the same sounding feature that's on every dance record that you hear on like everywhere. It's just the same thing, and we want to try something new, and I think we did it.
No, I think so too, especially when you hear his voice and it's just like, for those who don't know it, it's different for them.
Yeah.
But people, in my generation, it's very nostalgic to sit there and listen to him sing over one of your tracks, or maybe just even in this genre in general.
He was really interested in like electronic music production and stuff, and people would be surprised, like, how much he knew about just VST synths and programming. It's like he knew about it. It was crazy. It was like, I'm sitting here talking to John Rzeznik about like electronic
What's
music,
your favorite plugin?
Like literally, we were talking about like favorite plugins, VST instruments, and yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome. And for actually writing the song, the lyrics, I mean, especially dealing with somebody of his caliber, did you guys go in there, and work with him, or it's just like, yo, dude, you're God, just do what you want?
Yeah, no, we actually co-wrote the song together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had it was the smallest little studio too in LA. Probably about the size of what we're in right now. So it was close quarters, and it was cool. We had acoustic guitar, and we had a little bit of the beat made already first. And we were like, what do you think about this? And we were feeling that, so we started writing on that and just humming melodies back and forth. And he'd say a line, and I would change it. I'd say a line, he would change it. We just go back and forth, and then we got it. And that's funny that you say that though, because when we were recording it, me being a huge Goo Goo Dolls fan, like he was recording his vocals, and he's just like, he was kind of like, after we do a take or something, he would ask me like, am I doing it right or something like that, and I'd be like, it's fine, it's awesome, dude, like you're nailing it.
If you think it's magic, I say it's golden.
I trust you, man.
and no, that is totally awesome, and the song Lightning is also featured on its own EP, the Lightning EP.
Yeah, we put other remixes from the previous EP on there.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that, because it just looked like, it was like the new song plus like choice cuts that were remixed onto this onto his EP. What was the reason behind that, as opposed to just releasing a remix pack of?
I mean, I guess for us, we were thinking just like we didn't want to put like the single out and then put like the remix pack out, and then people just be like, oh, what, have the focus shift, or just like let's just put them together. And we got that idea from Cruella, because they did the Play Harder EP, which was cool. They had like what was it? There was a new song on that. And
was it like Live for the Night, and it was Dash Berlin and
we produced Live for the Night.
That's right. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
did.
Speaking of that, but I just thought it was a great idea to do like that because they had a bunch of remixes. Because I remember because our remix was on that as well, our live remix. I think it was "Come and Get It" that was on that. That was like the new song. So yeah, we thought that was a good good form.
Mm-hmm. And also for for those, like I said, like I played your original tracks here on the radio, but it's like also for those that don't have the opportunity to listen to Cash's original songs on the radio. It doesn't matter because they do remixes, and right now you have this remix with Katy Perry that is bananas.
Oh, thanks, man.
I mean,
that was one of our favorite ones.
That's one of the versions that I play, and it's co-signed by Katy Perry, so
yeah,
that's awesome. What is the Cash approach to remixes?
The first thing is you definitely don't want to ruin the song. You don't want to fuck it up.
Producers are up and coming. Pay attention. This is Jules right here. Don't fuck it up.
No, I mean for us, the cool thing is it's like we don't remix anything we don't like.
Mm-hmm.
Like we get a lot of shit thrown our way. Like labels will be like remix this song. We're just like no, thank you. I'd rather not. I'd rather stick forks in my eyes.
Wow.
But so everything we do, it's like the song is usually good. There's something great there. And then we say, not always how can we beat it, but how can we make it different? Mm-hmm. And I think we've definitely done that on most of our remixes, like especially the Bruno Mars one. Like, the cool thing about the Bruno Mars one and the Katy Perry one is that we kind of stayed true to the song, but like hyped it up and just like kind of like just electrified it. You know what I mean? Like the Bruno Mars groove, it's that same like that group. It's got
it was real funky, funky and glitchy at the same time. Yeah. And then this Katy one is just it's not big room, but it just enhanced
what was
there.
So those kind of remixes are a lot of fun because you just really get to focus on different things and different technicalities versus just putting a death drop or something.
Yeah.
Or like the Showtech remix we did. That's another favorite because like we took it in a different direction, but when you hear it, you're just like you're like oh that's the song. So it kind of it's just finding the balance and dancing on that line, going back back and forth. But then there's great remixes too that just literally take the hook, you hear it for a second, and then you just it's like a brand new song as if someone just merged the tracks. And sometimes those are awesome, especially like like for like sometimes like mix show radio too. Like it's just like it's so weird to hear that, and you're just like this is crazy. And I love what a lot of the mix show guys do because it's funny. We were driving, we were listening to Take Me Home like on a couple different mix shows, and like just seeing some people do some crazy stuff with it was just awesome. Like just like mixing other remixes into the drop and then cutting back to ours is just awesome.
That's awesome. And okay, well then that would bring up my next question because I was going to ask, is there any remix that you can talk about that may be coming up in the future? But since you mentioned about hearing other guys doing in mix shows, and you guys are a remix group, a production group that has done remixes. Yeah. How do you guys feel about when you come across unsolicited remixes of your stuff? Is it different now?
Like the bootlegs?
Yeah, the bootlegs or a DIY acapella with just a whole different flavor.
Yeah. Well, we released the acapella for Take Me Home. We wanted to kind of like just let everybody do their thing with it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I think it's like that's cool. Like people want to try things. Like upcoming producers that can't get the acapella, like they got to start somewhere. We did. That's how we started. I mean, we did this Katy Perry remix with our friends the Jane Does on just like the bootleg remix, the bootleg acapella, and then but then like maybe that's what like got our birthday remix. The fact that she because I'm sure she heard about that remix because it did well. It was on the blogs, and like the Jane Does kind of had the relationship with Katy Perry, and so then maybe she was like, oh, like when she was thinking about remix, she was like, I'm gonna get because it came directly from her.
Oh wow!
And a lot of our stuff, it's kind of like it dances back and forth too because like the Cruella live remix that we did, that's how we got to produce Live for the Night because they loved the remix so much, and they were like, let's just do an actual song together. And then same with Capital Cities, we did the Safe and Sound remix, and then they were like, they loved the remix, we did a song together. It's gonna be Cash featuring Capital Cities.
Nice. Nice. On a future EP or an album?
Hopefully the full length, yeah. Full length. Right now we're just going song by song, but we have just so many songs that we've been working on. We just want to get the release schedule like perfect and how we want to release them, and
Awesome. And so anybody that you might hear these remixes that, because it seems like you're open to it, I guess the other guys too, if you hear something that's great, would that also be an opportunity for them to end up like as a feature or just a cool thing on like royalty radio or something? Just kind of like how you guys were featured, I guess, on Nicky Romero's.
Yeah. Oh, you mean like if someone did a bootleg of us, or
Yeah.
just like
If they did a bootleg of you guys, and you're just like, well, let's feature this on our stuff because
Yeah.
it's actually pretty cool.
I mean, there's definitely times where we've just like put random stuff in royalty radio if it's good, because I think that's like our way to give back to like the upcoming producers, like, because I mean, when we were like, 2 years ago, we were just, this random little small group in Jersey firing off blind emails to like Hardwell, Nicky Romero, and like other DJs, and just like hoping that they'd play our stuff. And then all of a sudden one day it was like, boom, they put it in their sets and they put it in their shows, and that's just from like hitting them up, and it's kind of like the way they looked at us is like the way we look at other upcoming artists now too. Now that we have a little bit of like action going on in the community, it's like there's no reason for us not to get back.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. I mean, that's you just can't forget your roots on how you started. So
we have a good friend, this dude Gazzo, which we try like promoting him a lot. So talented. We grew up together, and we're always dropping his stuff. And
dropping his stuff tonight.
Yeah, we probably will.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Philly, get ready. So, any remixes that you want to talk about that, I say Katy Perry's out.
Yeah.
We spoke about the Showtech a while ago because we spoke when you were driving to Chicago during the Overtime tour. So is there anything that you can speak about that maybe a future Bruno Mars or whoever?
Honestly, actually for remixing, we kind of want to put that on hold a little bit right now. When I say hold, I mean I'm talking probably like 2 months, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But 3 months. But we just want to focus on original music and just like, because we've done so many LA trips in the last year where we have all this material that's kind of sitting in pieces, just like a random hook and then like a drop, and we just want to like sort it all and just like finish our full ideas and take it from there
and get it out there. And for the full length, I mean, do you guys have any idea when you want to drop it?
Hopefully by I think fall.
Fall.
I'd say fall. Yeah. There's so many songs to choose from. It's like I don't even know where to start. That's like I used to say fall, and then I'm just like, oh my god, like where do we start?
You just sit there and just be like, let's just drop a whole album, but it's like it's gonna be 2 albums, just to get rid of all the material that you guys have out there.
We did a cool one, actually, speaking of Philly, featuring Christina Perry.
Okay.
Yeah, Cash featuring Christina Perry. It's a really cool one. It's kind of got this, because she's got that ballad, and she nailed it. She really nailed it. Super emotional, good hook.
Yeah, and actually, most of your songs are pretty big anthems. Like This Lightning is one, and also with we spoke about Take Me Home was like a hopeless romantic anthem, and then this one is like somebody who found, I guess, new life in a person that always thought that they were there.
Yeah.
That they're one somebody, and it's just like I'm like, wow, these guys are really just. These dudes are just really making tracks that, if you hear it at a festival or something, you're going to have the whole crowd.
I mean, for us, it's like we grew up on good songwriting and like actual songs with emotion and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that's what we always try to make sure we have that part of the music in our stuff, So it's not just a random lyric or like a random thought that's just like, oh, that sounds good. It's like we try and really craft songs and zone in on the lyrics and make it cohesive.
Exactly. And I mean, and it's great because you guys also are musicians, so you've taken the time to learn your craft, and that's going to lead up to my last question. It might be a little controversial or just kind of like what's happening now in the EDM scene.
Yeah,
you guys are musicians. You guys now went into a dance production team stuff, and over the years we've seen EDM kind of grow into this thing in the United States. It's been growing overseas for years, and people are just jumping in now to ride the wave, and we have ghost producing and just fake DJs. And I mean, what is your take on it, especially being a musical artist?
Like some 12-year-old kid who's got his dad doing all the beats.
A 12-year-old kid, or not even that, or even just a super rich like 25-year-old who's just like, I'm gonna do press play and jump, and it's just like you're hurting the industry for guys, like you guys who actually sit down, you write the songs, you can play the instruments, and you actually, tried, failed, and then gotten better at production and went the hard way.
Definitely failed over the years, that's for sure. We're one of those groups that kind of just, we it took us a while to find our sound, going from late, we were signed by Universal, got dropped, and we're like, what are we going to do? What do we do? It made us go back to the studio and just be like, we got to do something better. We got to be, we just got to just keep going and just keep trying and then just like rebuild. So that's what we did, and then luckily we hit it off last year and, signed a new deal with Atlantic, Big Beat.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as them, I don't try to let that discredit what I'm doing, but it is a shame. It definitely sucks. I mean, for me, it's like why would you try and make this seem like a pop scene? Like, let the pop scene be the pop scene. Like, if you're not a producer, why do you want to be known as a producer or a DJ? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I do know why, but it's like, but it's just like, it's weird. It's really
it's weird. It's like, it's a money-making business. I can see why you would do it, but then again, like, like we spoke before the camera started, it's like, you guys go in and actively, if the crowd isn't feeling it, you guys have songs that you can go to, just like DJs would.
Dude, we mess up all the time. That's the thing. Like, sometimes, like, we mess up, I'm just, like, sitting there, I'm like, well, at least we ain't faking it. Like, hold the CDJ. I was like,
yeah, you got the one kid with the signs, like, we know you're not mixing, just put it down. It's like, okay, I guess they are, But
I saw Skrillex, too, one time. He was funny, like, the stuff started skipping, right? And he was just like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but, I know you guys don't care, and we're just here to have fun. And I'm just like, that's so true. It's like, sometimes stuff happens, it probably wasn't his fault. It's just like, you're at the club, the cables, the last guy poured his drink somewhere where the thing's out, and, there's so many times the CDJ that the power goes out, and, like, we'll just be like, look, it's not our fault. I think it was like in Miami, something like that happened to us.
Of course, Miami, anything will happen down there.
But like back to your question, man. I mean, as far as that goes, like, I think the community could like smell them out. You can kind of smell out who's real.
Yeah, because Nicky's pretty vocal about this whole situation.
Oh, Nicky Romero?
Yeah.
Who are they talking about now?
I haven't checked any for name droppings, but he's just like, I mean, if you're just not going to really do the music, why even do it? And just like, why pay for it? And it's just like, I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, who are you talking about? And secondly, like, he is another dude that's like sat there, he was a drummer and then, went into this, the production thing and really puts his time in the studio, and it's just like, you're ruining it for those guys that want to mock us, whether it's people in the hip hop community or just other people who are even who I don't get it. All you guys do is just play. Like, why are we paying for this trio or just even anybody to come to Philadelphia and do your little show because you're not doing shit?
Because it's beyond the show. I mean, it's like when you could just argue when someone's DJing they're not doing shit. Say they're DJing. We're here to start the party, but we've also worked really hard in the studio to craft these songs to make people want to party.
Mm-hmm. And you can come out to hear those songs.
And we're gonna do cool things with them. We're gonna play different versions of them. We're gonna mash them up, give you something like there is also an actual music community. Like, the people are also there for the music as well. They're there to party, but there is something people go, oh, they mashed up that remix with that song, original song, and people like that and keep it fun. But guys like Nicky Romero, they're great because they're just, you could tell they love what they do, and they're like not afraid to give back, and they're not pretentious, and like Data Life too, man. Like, the fact that they made that plugin, they didn't have to make that plugin.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's an awesome plugin.
They really didn't. And, I mean, they said they made it because it was a plugin chain that they just wanted to get to one. Mm-hmm. It was like they won't tell you what it is. We played shows to them, just like, dude, is it an upward compressor mixed to the multi-band? There's like, don't think about it, man. Don't think too much thinking. Just use it.
Make the sausage fatter. Just
don't think. And like, they put that plugin out, and that was awesome. That's giving back to the community. Same with Nicky Romero. I mean, I don't know if you've messed with his kick plugin, but like, come on, that's insane. It's like, and it's a no-brainer too. It's like that plugin should have been created like 5 years ago. Yeah. Like, the bassism, but it was a little different. Like the way he did it. It's just the way everyone wanted it built, and he didn't have to give that out. He just said, I'm gonna, it's like it's not like he's like making millions off the plugin. He's doing it for the sake of, it's like, here, take this, guys.
You want a good foundation.
He's like, I cracked the code. Now you guys should have it. And it's like you pioneer. It's like being a pioneer, and I think it's just awesome.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, his sidechain plugin's cool too. I mean, I guess you wouldn't call it a sidechain
plugin. Yeah.
But, just the envelope. It's great. We use it all the time. It didn't take the place of like the Vengeance sidechain for us, but we use it for different things.
Okay. Yeah. Cash maybe plug-in coming soon.
I mean, it's possible. I'm not really sure what we would do though. We were talking about one though. There is one, but it's not really like doing anything new. But it'd be like a cool way to do something.
Yeah, or you just have a plugin with a nice, beautiful little interface.
Yeah, we have actually a funny interface in mind. I won't say it though in case we actually want to do it one day. It would be for vocals though.
It would be okay, cool, awesome. Yeah. We'll look out for it. and just turn up the bass and or was it a bass, the death to bass, the bass death, whatever, the Lil Jon skit. You could just do one of those fake plugins, but that'd be awesome. But tonight, Cash in Philly, SoundGarden Hall. Check them out here in the beautiful Monaco Hotel.
Well, they're gonna, by the time they get this.
Yeah, by the time they get this, we're in room XYZ. Come in,
Ladies,
we'll still be here.
Ladies,
a week later, we'll still be here in this section. But check them out on
that's
Instagram.
why I gotta go to our Twitter. You'll see some other dates, cashcashmusic.com, and come party with us.
And that's both Twitter and Instagram, Cash Music?
No, actually, some jerk has the Instagram.
Let them know now. Just give it up.
Instagram /Cash Music. I feel like we should be able to get that.
I think so. You better jump on it.
Yeah.
Jump on it before this airs.
I know.
But awesome. Thank you, JP.
Right on, brother.
Let's rock it out tonight. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Awesome. All right.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Like, if you find out the whole time we had one shot. Yeah, right.